Well, hello everybody. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. Today I'm at a shop in Spring Hill, Florida called Vermillion Enterprises with the owner, Brian. Now, Brian's going to discuss with us and answer the question of whether there are certain silver and gold items that are better to buy than others because of the return on investment you can receive when it comes time to buy them versus sell them. So that's the question. Is all silver and gold equal or not? We're going to find out in this video. Stay with me. I'm here with Brian Vermillion from Vermillion Enterprises in Spring Hill, Florida again.
Hello.
Brian, how's it going?
It's going good. Another beautiful day here in sunny Florida. It's finally starting to feel a little chilly.
Yeah, it actually feels pretty good today.
Yeah.
So now you got a lot of stuff on the table here. We're going to talk about what gives you basically the best bang for your buck when it comes to buying. What's the best return on your investment when it does come time to sell metals?
Right. What's the ROI that a buyer can expect when purchasing precious metals from a coin shop or an online dealer? All right.
Okay, so what's the best bang for your buck is what we have here. That's the question.
Right. So that's the question.
All the way around.
All the way around. So first of all, let's mention today's December 22nd, 2021. Right now, gold's at 1804, silver's 2280, platinum's 963, and palladium's 1824. That's just important to keep that in mind because when the video launches, things can be different. And the most important thing to realize is when you're buying this, as we all know, the market price on gold and silver is very fluid. So are the premiums on both the buy and the sell side. And also state laws come into play in effect on how dealers are going to respond when it comes to buying material back from the seller. So just keep that in mind. It's very fluid.
Also, one other thing, besides the metal itself, sometimes collectability comes into play.
Yes.
And we've seen like junk silver kind of take a little bit of a turn where it was the cheap kind of option. It's kind of gone a little bit different lately.
Yeah, U.S. Constitutional is whether it's junk 90 or if it's Morgan and peace dollars are, they're the highest I've ever seen premium wise.
So the market is fluid, and we're talking right at this very moment what's going on.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Good disclaimer right there.
Yeah, because this is a very fluid market. All right, so bang for your buck. What's the best ROI on? Let's talk about silver first. Okay, the bigger the better. So if you can buy 1,000-ounce bars, 100-ounce bars, 50-ounce bars, kilo bars, your return on investment is going to be better right now than if you're buying like junk 90, silver eagles, or your Morgan and peace dollars. Like for example, the 100-ounce bricks we got all the way at the end there. In our shop, we're selling at the spot price plus $1.95 per ounce today. And if you came in to sell me some, I'd pay the spot price plus $1 per ounce as long as they're not damaged in any way.
Okay.
Same with the 50-ounce bars and the kilo bars. Right now we're selling both at 2.25 over spot per ounce. Right now I would pay $1.25 over per ounce. Again, as long as they're not mangled. So that spread, that differential, that delta, if you will, is pretty tight in the scheme of things. Then as you start getting into the smaller and fractional pieces, it becomes, that spread or delta becomes bigger. 10-ounce bars, we're charging $2.50 over. We're gonna pay probably $1 to $1.50 per ounce over. You get into the 1-ounce SKUs, these are just generic 1-ounce buffalo rounds. We're charging the spot price plus $3.50 per ounce right now. And we're probably going to pay plus $2 per ounce on clean white, blast white, retail friendly stuff. And now that's another thing we should point out. If you got scruffy rounds and silver eagles, for example, you're just not going to get the premium you are on if you got blast white material that's retail friendly. A lot easier to sell it when they're crisp, looking fresh right out of the tube versus where someone's been just threw it in a drawer and let it bounce around for years.
So it'd be probably wise to maybe wear some gloves, protect your stuff a little bit, keep it safe.
Yeah, if
go the extra distance for the return on the investment, because
Right.
you're trying to eventually, one day, somebody somewhere has to sell this stuff.
Right.
So keep it as nice as possible.
Keep it as nice as possible. That's exactly right. Junk 90 is right now wholesale on this is like 4 1/4 over. That's what we get. So we're charging the spot price plus $5 per ounce on Junk 90. And I tell you, and that's the highest premium I think. No, not I think that I've ever have dealt with in this business. And we can't. It's like our number one seller, even at these high premiums. It's amazing. One of the commenters on the other video suggested asked about 40% versus 90% because you can't get 90%. That's a falsehood. You can get as much 90% as you want. I can sell you literally $1,000 face bags, as many as you want. You just may not like the premium.
Yeah.
So there's as much Junk 90 out there as you could possibly want.
And just for, all levels of investors, the Junk 90 is anything pre-1965. So you're talking about your half dollars, your quarters, your dimes.
That's right.
That stuff is called junk silver, constitutional silver, 90% silver, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
That's what he's talking about right here. Brian is referring to that.
Right, and a lot of people ask, well, how does that break down? Because it gets confusing. You got a dime or you got a quarter or a half dollar. Like, how does that break down per ounce? Just remember, each dollar face value, so each 10 dimes, 4 quarters, 2 halves, is 0.715 ounces of actual silver. So just kind of get that number in your mind there.
If you have about $1.40 in constitutional silver, junk silver, whatever you want to call it, you have about 1 ounce of actual silver.
That's right. And right now, Junk 90 is sold by the face value. So that's why it's always important. It's like, hey, I want to buy 20 in face, so I want 200 dimes. Just know that that's 200 times 0.715 is actual silver weight. Right
on. And we've also just to kind of reference this, you've kind of have this in order of where it's valued and better, ROI versus less. So junk right now is right in the middle.
Yeah, but here's what I'll say about Junk 90. I'm buying it at like $3.50 and $4 over on face value. So its actual ROI is pretty good right now because, for one simple fact, we're selling it like crazy. The demand for 90 is astronomical right now. For the first time in I don't know how many years, someone literally, they came in and cleaned me out of halves. I ran out of halves for about 6 hours, which just blew my mind. We got it back in, don't worry, we have them. But it's the interest and the intrigue on this. And you know what it is because and you've mentioned this before in your videos, so many more people are getting into the prepping mode. If you're a prepper, this is what you want. You want the dimes, the quarters, and the half dollars. You want the small pieces of silver that you can trade or barter with.
Right on. Yeah, I'm guilty of promoting that stuff quite a bit.
Yeah, and that's it's good to think about right now specifically. And then we transition into the more higher premium stuff. Right now, American Silver Eagles, the wholesale rate on my cost on a box, we just got this box in yesterday. I paid $8 per ounce over spot for this box. So we're charging $8.95. Now you come in and sell these to me, probably going to pay you $6 per ounce over, maybe $7 if I get in a pinch and need them, as long as they're blast white coins in the tube. And the reason why I'm not as aggressive on these is I think come mid-January, and so basically in 3 or 4 weeks, we're going to see a huge price or premium reduction on the Silver Eagles because all the 2022 product is going to come out. And that should flood the market with Silver Eagles, and it should lower those premiums back down to reality a little bit.
Tell you what, I hope so, because I think Eagles are a big seller. It's a very popular coin for bullion collectors, but the premiums are really driving people out of their minds. With it doesn't making sense. You can get yourself a beautiful 4 9s fine maple leaf,
right?
And so why are we buying basically an inferior product for more money?
Well, it's definitely
because it comes from America. That's it.
Well, that's part of it. But there is another part of it too, though. No matter how many of these you ever sell me, there's never any paperwork. There's the U.S. government doesn't care about any kind of reporting laws on this.
Right.
So when you get into maple leafs and Krugerrands and that stuff, then there can be some reporting laws.
Right.
So that is the distinct advantage that U.S. coins has over foreign coins.
And a lot of that paperwork stuff is a Florida thing because we're here in Florida. So.
Well, not so much with that. That is a federal thing when you get into the 1099-B forms.
So shops aren't doing it.
Well, I mean, so it's massive amounts. So it's not even a box of maple leaves it does not trigger a 1099-B form. You got to have like 1,000 ounces.
Roger that. Thank you.
So before you get into that kind of stuff.
Great info, ladies and gentlemen. Great info.
Now, Morgan and Peace dollars. These have the highest premium on them right now. These guys are melting for like $17.50 a coin. That's the actual silver value in a Morgan dollar or a Peace silver dollar right now. We're selling them for $29. Now you may think that's way too high. We'll buy all of them for $27 a piece that you got.
That's crazy.
And you can see this bin isn't full.
No.
So it's these are a great seller too. Now a lot of other shops don't. There are shops out there that kind of stay away from that premium hike as much as you can, but it's because of our wholesale level that we offer those kind of buy prices. So on your ROI right now, if you buy these off of like the online guys, you're probably not going to see a great return on investment, because if you go to sell them to your local shop, they're probably not going to be overly aggressive compared to the buy price that you had to pay for it.
Gotcha.
So
you can see where these are on the table right here.
Right.
And we're definitely working our way down to the less great for your investment.
Yes.
But they're a beautiful coin. They're great. Collectors love these things.
Yes.
I'm in love with them too. I can't stop buying them. But as far as when you go to buy versus the price you get when you sell, it's just, you take a hit.
Right. And so what people have to realize too is when it comes to ROI, that largely comes into play with the shop or the dealer's profit margin that they want to obtain, right? So, if you're buying from one dealer, like what happens here a lot is we get a lot of product in that people bought from like AppMax or Modern Coin Mart or Scottsdale, the online dealers. And they don't mind giving them their credit card and they ship it to them, but they don't, when they want to sell the product, they don't want to put the product in the mail, so they come to us and we buy it. And then we deal with all of that. So you just have to understand that one shop or one dealer's profit margin can be totally different than another, especially when you're dealing with companies that are literally halfway around the country.
So it's going to be different everywhere.
It can be different everywhere, especially if you're not buying and selling from the same location.
Right.
You should expect, there could be wild swings too.
I see people, they try to report prices of what shops are buying things and selling things for in like really rural areas.
Right.
And you're not going to get the same prices there as somebody that's in the city. That's just how it works.
And here's the other thing too. You buy your coins or you buy your Buffalo rounds from AppMax, for example, right? I have nothing against those guys. They're great. I do a lot of business with AppMax. But at the end of the day, if you buy it from them and you come sell it to me because you don't want to ship it back to them, you're not going to get the same price as I'm not going to pay you the same price as if you were to originally bought those rounds from me, because that shows that you're supporting our business. You're supporting this community all the way around, and we're going to pay you better.
So do business with your local guys.
Do business with your local guy, absolutely.
Yeah, I've done business with you. I've bought and sold to you.
Right.
Yeah. So
and that's that's important. So just because we see these awesome sales, I'll say awesome. There's other words we could use for like what AppMax does on eBay.
Sure.
And so it's great. You get your eBay bucks and you get your credit card points and all that. But then when it comes time to sell it, you don't want to put it back in the mail and ship it to them and wait. It's you want your cash immediately. So that costs.
Yep.
And that's versus rather you just come in here and buy it from us. You're gonna. You may actually do better in the long run because of what we're going to pay you for it.
People definitely need to support their local businesses too. That's
especially during these times.
We've been told that since we were kids. I'm sure our parents have drilled that into our heads, and we're getting further and further away from that. But we need to get in there.
Yes.
Help these people out, man. We don't want to see businesses go away.
That's very true.
What do we got?
Then we get to the stuff where if you're buying this, when you go to resell, you're just going to get You're not going to do well.
What is this stuff?
All right, these are straight up collectibles. 1 ounce 999 silver coins. I think these are from the New Zealand Mint. These are the Star Wars collectible 1 ounce coins here. These things sell anywhere from like $100 to $400, and it's an ounce of silver.
Shoo.
Silver's $22.80 per ounce. Now you're not, hopefully you'll get paid more than that, the silver price when you go to sell them, but you're paying such a high retail premium for those items. Don't ever expect to get a good return on that kind of stuff.
So basically, because it's limited, it's
They make
rare, or whatever.
They make 10,000 of each. This has got a picture of Boba Fett on it. Everyone loves Boba Fett, so they're going to pay hundreds of dollars for an ounce of silver.
Yeah,
that's you're not going to do well in the scheme of things when you go to sell it. But you don't buy those kind of things as an investment.
Especially in a shop where it's like, you're dealing with bullion like this.
Right.
This is not where this is gonna be profitable for you.
No, it's not. You're buying that stuff because you enjoy it, you want to collect it. Just don't expect a great return on investment there at all.
Right on.
This one is probably the worst, maybe the most egregious example I've ever encountered myself. It's was it a 2019?
This is a 2019 Krugerrand.
Yeah, silver, 1 ounce silver Krugerrand. The lady that sold that to me, she originally bought it from one of the online guys and paid $1,500 for that.
$1,500 for 1 ounce of silver.
Yeah. And on the back, you can see it was signed by the engraver or the mint director or something like that.
South African Mint managing director.
Managing director.
Yeah. I'd imagine that's a little bit lower level.
Yeah. So, we have that coin out for $9.99, which is probably still too high. So, she lost a tremendous amount of money buying that coin. And you can tell, that coin was minted in 2019. It's 2021 now. And in 2 years, how much does that coin come down in value?
It's sad.
And the sad part is, you're not buying the coin. What you're doing is you're buying a piece of paper inside a piece of plastic. And that's what's driving the price of that. If you took that coin out of that holder, you couldn't tell that coin would be nothing special. It'd be a $25 coin.
And it's interesting. It says one of the first 436 coins struck.
Yeah.
If this was labeled as number one, I could see that being kind of special.
Right.
They don't even tell you which one of the 436 it is. It's one of the early ones, but
Yep.
yeah, man, that's rough.
That's rough.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's a bad investment there.
Interestingly enough, too, like if it comes to a situation that preppers would run away from something like that.
Of course, and they should.
Yeah, because that does nothing for you. I mean, that's 1 ounce of silver at the end of the day.
Right, that's right. Yes, that's exactly right. There's $22.80 worth of silver in there right now.
Yeah.
Yikes. And yeah, now you'll get more than that when you go to sell it, obviously, but nowhere near what the retail price is on a collectible like that.
Yeah.
So terrible investment. Fun collectible, terrible investment.
Is it even fun? I don't know.
Well,
I wouldn't want that, to be honest with you.
exactly.
No offense to the person that wanted that. That's not for me.
Right, sure.
What else we got?
Well, I figured we'd talk a little bit about gold. So what I've been seeing a lot on Facebook and other social media platforms lately are dealers trying to sell scrap gold to investors, consumers that want to invest in physical. So this is a pile of 14 karat gold here. There might be a little bit of 10 karat gold mixed in there. Jewelry.
Can I touch some scrap gold?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me see what we got here.
Yeah, it's just
It's junky.
old jewelry.
It's junky. I
it's
wouldn't wear this.
Yeah, it's real jewelry. I mean, it's real gold. It's 10, 14 karat gold mixed. And so what you'll see are advertisements like, you can buy this for zero premium. Like, we're selling this for 100% of melt. Okay, and this is like the best investment you can have in the way of purchasing gold. It's not. All right, it's probably one of the worst actually, because when you go to sell these items pretty much throughout the country. There's a few states that don't have any kind of reporting laws and hold laws. Each piece has to be written up and described. Paperwork has to be submitted to your local sheriff or magistrate, and you're going to get paid probably on average across the country between 70 and 80% of value. We pay 90% on scrap gold like this here in the shop, but there are dealers here in this town that will only pay 40%.
Yes.
So you'll see a range between people paying out 40 to 90% on that. And the only way to sell this kind of stuff for profit is, or not for profit, but to sell it is to like a local dealer Your only way you can sell it to a refinery is if you get a business license, you start an anti-money laundering program. You have to submit that for verification, and then you have to start paying and submitting your income tax off of it.
That's a lot of work, Brian.
That's a lot of work, and that's the only way that you can get close back to the actual full value for your scrap gold. So you see these ads on Facebook or Instagram, for example. Hey, we're selling our scrap gold for a melt. It sounds great, right? Like you can get scrap, you can get gold with a zero premium. But no, when you go to actually sell it, that's when it goes sideways for you.
Right on. So let me see if I got this correct. Every single individual piece you have to write up separately?
It's a nightmare.
That sounds terrible.
It's a nightmare.
That sounds like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, it really is. I mean,
there's a lot of pieces here.
Yeah, it's a lot of pieces. It can take you 30 minutes to write a gold ticket up.
Jeez.
Yeah. And so if you want to invest in gold, buy Gold Eagles.
Also, Gold Eagles are not the worst on the table.
No. Gold Eagles
they were way over here.
I kept the gold in separate. Gold Eagles are one of the best things to buy right now. We're charging plus 95 on them. So whatever the gold price is, plus 95, and we're paying between plus 25 and plus 50 on them, depending on where our inventory levels are. So, if you want gold, just buy Gold Eagles. They're boring. Okay, I get it, but the premiums are they're really good right now. And also, everyone knows what Gold Eagles are. There's no magic, no mystique there. Great investment.
And it goes, you talked about boring with the return on investment.
Yeah.
Sometimes the boring stuff is the best for the ROI.
Well, it definitely always is, right? I mean, cool, we got a Boba Fett silver round here. That's kind of neat.
Good to look at, yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. But at the end of the day, it's a terrible investment.
Yeah. Right on. Well, Brian, thanks a lot. I greatly appreciate this. This is a great little setup. The best part of the investment right here is the larger stuff.
Right.
Coming on down to plain Jane, generics. And then you got your kind of middle of the road. You got your prepper stuff, kind of your junk silver.
Right.
Eagles. Morgan's getting a little higher right there, but still fun to collect.
Yep.
And then the stuff that just really kind of doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Right.
Not these. These are great.
Yeah,
these are the American Eagles, the gold ones.
Yeah, 1 ounce American Gold Eagles. If you're a gold buyer, that's honestly what I recommend buying right now.
Right on.
So it's if you ever got questions, always reach out to us. Here's our contact information. We're located in Spring Hill, Florida, 5324 Spring Hill Drive, and there's our phone number. And go on our website and you can send us a message through the website. Sometimes, especially right now, it's holiday season. Things are crazy. We will get back to you. But if we don't respond, immediately, don't freak out. We're here. We're open. We'll get to you.
One thing to reiterate again is that today, when he's giving out prices, Brian's giving out prices of buying and selling. That's what's going on right now with the market being hot or not hot. Those prices will change, go up and down, and the price of spot on metals goes up many times in a day.
Well, we did a video. When did we film last time? Was it 10 days ago or so?
About that.
All right. What was platinum? We actually talked about platinum and palladium. How I told you is like that. Get ready to jump in on platinum and palladium, right?
Yeah. You even called it where you said it was probably going to come down a little bit more, and it sure did.
It touched 900, and where's it at today? It's back up 965 or something like that. And palladium completely reversed. It bounced back like 150, and. So it's and that's 10 days ago. So that's real movement in a window, and so it's a very fluid. Precious metals business is very fluid, and yes, what's going on today does not reflect tomorrow.
Right on.
And vice versa. So if you ever have questions, if you ever need anything, want anything, we take payment via Zelle, cash, or wire transfer, and we ship all over the lower 48.
Brian, greatly appreciate you giving us this info. As a shop owner that's actually, a businessman. He does this. This is your job. Right. It's great to hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Yeah, and we a lot of our customers that come in or respond to the videos. They love the transparency. Everything I have is priced out so you can see it here in the shop. We're not. We want your business. We want you in here. We're not going to play any games with you. It is what it is, and there's, what you want, we'll give it to you at the right price.
Brian, greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Come back anytime.
Have a good day and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too. We appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I have some information right here on this paper based on the numbers given from Brian from his shop. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about these numbers right here. And again, this is from his shop. He can't control other people's prices. Some of these numbers are definitely subject to change if the prices of metals goes crazy, if the metals start getting really, really hot again, or if maybe there's a run on silver eagles or gold eagles. Maybe these prices really drastically can change. But before I talk about these numbers, definitely check out Brian's information down in the description of the video. We're thankful for him to give us this information, so check him out. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Subscribing is very important, helps build this channel, and shows me that you like this kind of content so that I keep doing it. And, of course, thumbs up the video and comment down below. Those are very important things. And share the video with others. Okay, now that I've said that, let's keep going. All right, so just like in the video that we just watched, I have on this paper the best for your investment on the right-hand side towards the worst on the left-hand side. So the best in the video were the 100-ounce bars and the gold eagles. Now, one of the cons to those are they are both very expensive. You heard him say that gold was, I think, $18.04 per ounce in the video. So $1,804 for just one gold eagle. They are very expensive. They're harder for most people to get. And that's why the premiums are the best on these right here, these high-priced items, as opposed to getting a little bit lower, because a lot of people can afford 1 ounce of silver, let's be honest. But a lot of people can't afford 100-ounce bricks of silver. But it is the best for your investment if you have a lot of money to throw at it. And let me show you why. It says right here, the 100-ounce bars, you buy for spot plus $1.95 from Brian. And then when you sell them back to Brian, you can get spot plus $1 for a spread of 95 cents. And for some of you serious newbies to this, you're like, why would I sell at a loss? This is just an example of what you may get. Maybe spot price goes up a few dollars, maybe that's when you want to sell, and then you end up making out very well on your investment. But this is just an example of what it costs to buy immediately and sell immediately with these right here. Again, a spread of 95 cents. That's very low and that's very good. You want to see that. As we start going left again, we start getting to the worst stuff. Not that it's bad. It's easier to buy as you start coming to the left for sure. More availability and kind of more on the cheap side. But you got a kilo bar or round. $1 is the spread on that. And then the 10-ounce bars, again, getting cheaper. You go from a spread of $1 to $1.50. So around that, again, depending on what he needs in the store that day or whatever the case may be, those prices are subject to change. And 1 ounce, you can start getting into $1.50, kind of concrete there on that one. And then 90%, that's your dimes, your quarters, your half dollars pre-1965. Again, $1 to $1.50. But now there are some advantages to having the 90% because it is a fractional piece. So whereas you're stuck with a whole 100-ounce brick in just one big form, 90% you have lots of little coins. You can, maybe only sell a little bit of them. Maybe you can sell the whole thing, whatever you want to do. You have a lot more options there. And so fractional sizes right here, like 1 ounce and 90%, they do have some advantages over the 100-ounce. But let's keep going. Eagles, starting to get kind of bad now. Eagles between $2 and $3 is the spread. So you can see the difference there, almost double on the spread between 90% and Eagles. Eagles are really bad right now. A lot of people complaining about Eagles. You've seen videos that I've had in the past where I said, hey, I really don't appreciate this silver right now. I don't like them, but I do keep buying them because they do have some advantages like we pointed out in the video. And then, Morgan dollars, actually surprisingly, only had about a $2 spread right now because they are hot. People are buying them like crazy. But as far as getting silver content only, that is not your best bet for the price by any means. Probably your worst bet for silver content only is the Morgans. But for collectability and, they're really great. And he's actually buying them for a really high price and selling them for a good price too. So Morgans are very interesting right now. Now, scrap gold is terrible. You're going to get less than the spot price when you go to sell. And that is not what you want to see. You want to see the spot price and better. You want to see, you want to get some of that premium that you purchased an item for back. And that's what everything else has except right here. except the gold scrap. So stay away from that. Kind of a little bit of a scam situation, I think, that when people try to sell you that for a spot, they're just trying to get rid of it for more than they would be able to sell it normally. And of course, you know, your designer stuff, your fancy, you know, silver rounds with your favorite character from a movie on there, that stuff can be great for selling on places like eBay, where you might be able to get a little bit better during an auction setting. But when you are in times of need, you go to a shop and you try to sell it, you might get hit pretty good on those. Anyways, I appreciate you watching the video, and please do all those things, man. Subscribe, like, comment down below, and share the video with others. Show me that you like this video. I gotta go for now, though. Spegtacular is out.